Hey guys, this is Jerry, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll go through all the features you need to know about the 15.6-inch display that's available on the all-new BYD Shark 6. This particular system might be available in other BYD vehicles in the future for the overseas market. Today, we are using the right-hand drive New Zealand version. In this video, I'll go through all the features that you can control the particular screen. There will be many features to go through. So use the timestamps on YouTube down below to skip forward if you wish to. If you find this video helpful, the best way to support the channel is to subscribe like down below. This current system is on the January to February 2025 system. BYD will do some over-the-air updates in the future and some things could be changed. Lastly, this video is not sponsored by BYD. I don't own one of the BYD Shark 6 at all. That means I've only spent very limited time on this particular screen. I can't guarantee I'll be 100% correct. If I'm not, please let me know in the comment down below. Now let's get started. Alright, before we get started, I'll talk about one button that's related to the screen. This is your volume button if you go up and down, which is standard. If you do a gentle push down, that's going to mute the screen or mute the music. If you tap anywhere, it will be unmute above the screen display. Now, if you push and hold this button, you are able to get the vehicle to restart your screen and system. Push and hold. And give it a few seconds. There we go. The screen will go into a simple mode running, so you can see your speedo. If you're driving or anything like that, you can see your power. But after a few more seconds, this will restart. Along with the dashboard, by the way. Just like that. So in case you're running a problem or anything like that, you can restart the screen just by pushing down and hold that volume button. Another way to switch off the screen is to go a drop-down menu. You have this shortcut button as screen off. If you do not have it, you can edit it, by the way. So in case you didn't select screen off from the previous shortcut, what you want to do, click screen off, your screen will be black. Your air conditioning and your music can still be running from the background, but you don't have a full display panel. Your dashboard still works as the same. Tap anywhere, it will go back. Now let's go into the screen. First thing, this is your main display. You have two displays you can choose from. Click this small arrow button over here. That means you can actually set map as desktop. If you're going to any other screen, for example, in the vehicle setting, click home. Your home will actually be navigation instead of just wallpaper. But press it, it'll go back to wallpaper or desktop. Along with that, when you are on the wallpaper desktop, you can click here to change your theme, which is on the top, or change your wallpaper, which is available over here. Currently, there are about 6 available. When you change the theme or anything, your graphics underneath will also change. Your app information will also change, by the way. Click here again, you can change your wallpaper at the moment. These are all the available wallpapers, but again, you can change different wallpapers and things like that. Under certain wallpapers, you can see the dots underneath. You can swipe the screen left or right to change different graphics and things like that. Now on the top, you can see your internet connection, as all these vehicles has built-in SIM cards that are available through the internet for the New Zealand and Australian market. You can press this to go to the messages. The first one is called message, so you can see any notification. You can click the management to delete or to change anything. Click here, you can see your internet, you can see the link, you can see the information. This is direct buttons, but we're going to go through those settings soon. On the top, you can see your Bluetooth connection, Wi-Fi connection. This could be the volume for the navigation or something like that, but I may be wrong. Please tell me in the comment. Time selection and also your BYD assistance. Click any of that, you can directly go into the screen or directly go into the Wi-Fi and change volume on and off. And if you click here, you can activate your BYD assistance. But do remember, at any time, you can also just say, "Hey BYD."
Hello.
Or you can press the voice command button on your steering to enable the BYD assistance. On the top of the screen, you can also do a drop-down menu over here. Under the drop-down menu on the left, that's your volume for media, navigation, center screen, brightness, instrument cluster, brightness over here. You can do up and down whenever you like. Over here, that's quick adjustment for your battery. You can do save or not save. Save, you can drag the percentage from 70% to 25%. And here, these are your vehicle controls. Click over here, you can see all the vehicle control that's available through quick adjustment menu. For example, AVH, auto vehicle hold, hill descent control, window lock, and things like that. In case you want to add it over to this, just push and hold and drag it along. At the moment, you can add up to 6 of them for the list. And if you want to delete one of them, press and hold and drag it along, that'll go back. Again, if you want to enable anything, click over here to enable the AVH, enable the speed limit warning and things like that. And then go back over here, that's the shortcut button. Shortcut button, again, you can press this to enable and disable. Otherwise, click over here, you can change the display. For example, I don't want the connected devices, push and hold, drag along. I want the mute button, push and hold, drag along. Total of 6 are available through the first shortcut button. You can do mute, unmute, you can do auto dark mode, you can do light mode, you can do auto mode. So that, yeah, just basically whatever you like on these 2 screen display panel, you can personalize them to whatever you want. Swipe up, that's gone. Now, underneath the screen, these are all your sort of navigating buttons through the unit. First thing is to do the screen. I'm pretty sure you have seen that everywhere on the review, so that's pretty simple. Next one is called split screen. So click the split screen. You can bring up 2 screens dual display. There are functions that's available. For example, if you swipe it over here, that's going back. That means these are all the apps that supports the split screens. On the left, you can select My Car, so you can see the information and all that stuff. On the right, you can select navigation. Again, you can see the information, all that things over here, which is pretty simple actually. And you can click here to change, to swap, or you can click here to cancel the right one. Just like that. So that's how to use the split screen if you like this particular interface. Otherwise, go back, it'll be a full screen panel. Next one, this is called App Tree. So you can see all the apps that's currently available. You can add more potentially in the future. At the moment, this is available, it's kind of pre-installed apps. So you can click one of them to go to whatever you like. On the right, you can see the recent used, or you can do the search as well. If you want to search, for example, car setting, you can just click car, you can see the My Car, you can then go into your vehicle and things like that. Next one is the air conditioning screen. So air conditioning has some direct, quick sort of ways to control over here, or alternatively, you can use 3 fingers to quickly control the fan speed up and down, temperature up and down, just like that. Alternatively, click here to go into the air conditioning screen to change whatever you like. You can change the fan only, you can change the recirculation, you can change the heated windscreen and also the rear windscreen, front defrost and max AC, AC control, automatic, on and off for the whole vehicle system. Then temperature up and down, you can do dual zone climate control as well. You can click here to change the direction or click on the left to change the direction. Underneath, this is the fan speed. Dual means 2 different temperature, or no dual, that means single zone temperature following the driver. Again, click here, on and off. Over here, temperature. Over here, front windscreen. On the right, you can engage your ventilated seats and also heated seats on the driver and passenger side. Again, heated windscreen is also available. Last one, you can do the settings. That's about the AC settings. So you can change the eco comfort for the AC automatic mode. You can do remote AC schedule if you have the phone app available. You can do 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 20 minutes, whatever you like. Next one, you can do the auto internal circulation upon parking. So if you have parked the vehicle in some way, and if your window's all the way up, you can engage that. So it's only going to internal circulation. Last one, auto fan speed reduction. So that means when you are doing the phone calls, your auto fan speed is not going to be maximum speed, so you can hear the other person's voice in the vehicle. Last thing about the air conditioning, you can always use the voice command to do the air conditioning anyway. Just say, hey BYD.
Hi there.
Change temperature to 20 degrees.
All right, the temperature is set to 20 degrees.
Increase fan speed.
All right, fan speed is going up by 1.
Yeah, just like that, all the simple tasks can be done with the voice command. Next, you can go to the vehicle over here. That's basically your vehicle settings. Again, we are going to go through the safety settings soon. Or push and hold, you can also select wallpaper or map, but you can use this button directly anyway. Last one is the back menu. So when you're in anything, click here is to go back to the last screen. Next thing is all these quick bars underneath. These quick bars can be personalized, can be changed, can be done whatever you like. Click edit over here, you can delete one of them, you can move one of them. Push and hold, then drag it to the second, press and hold, drag it to this way. That's also possible. If you see the small dots on the top, that means these can be deleted. But for navigation, music, vehicle, and also Bluetooth or Apple CarPlay connection, it's not available to delete any of them. Then on the top screen, you can see the add app. You can add aircon underneath, you can add settings underneath, you can add BYD stores, you can add Spotify, whatever you like down there. That means if you add more, you will have more display. You need to swipe left and right to select one of them. So that's how that works. Next, if you click the vehicle, that's basically about my car screen. You can then see the exterior information, for example, open all the windows, close all the windows, rear view mirror, fold, unfold. You can see the seat heating, seat ventilation, daytime running lights, trunk lights over here. Click the interior, you can also see the interior information. You can click here to do the seat heating, seat ventilation again, and it just basically shows you the status about the vehicle. When you put your headlights on, you can see the headlight changes. If you use the indicator on the right, you can see the indicator are over there. So just a small display about everything. Yeah, that's pretty much all about this screen. But if you do want to do anything, you can even do the trunk lid, you can do the all lock, do the central locking over here. That's also possible. In case you wish to change this quick access on the right, you can also push and hold, drag it along, change swap to this one, to this one. There's so many personalization you can do, even just under the My Car display. Now the main screen is all done, let's go to the app system. So my apps is over here. You can change the display, click here and go left and right to do whatever you like. Along with that, if you click and hold, you can click the info. That means whatever this particular app means and things like that. These cannot be disabled, cannot full stop or anything like that because it's a system app basically. But if you have downloaded other apps, you may be able to delete them or whatever. Next one, we have done the AC, so not gonna do that anymore. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, both are wireless. Just click any of them and search your phones over here. Make sure your Bluetooth is on, so it connected through the Bluetooth with this particular name, and then just authorize it on your phone. I might do a YouTube video about how to connect, but it should be very, very simple. Next one is the Amazon Music. This is available if you go to the Amazon Music, upload your account, and then listen to music from Amazon Music. Pretty simple. Album, you can use the USB storage or USB stick to play something from your USB storage basically. Photos can be displayed over here. Albums, you can do videos, you can do favorites, whatever you like. Most of the videos can only be played when the vehicle sits stationary, by the way. And yeah, I play through the USB. Not many people do that, but it is still available. Click that, AVM, that's basically your 360 camera. The 360 camera is really, really cool on this vehicle. Not only you can change the different angles, just like that. There's so many of them. You can enable and disable the parking sensors, but do remember you have a direct button just on the left part to disable that. If you do not want it, that's fine. Click over here, you can see the transparent or non-transparent vehicle chassis. Click here, you can do the 3D. Under 3D, you can change the angles and then you can drag it along. You can change the color, by the way. I'll show you that really soon, but you can change different angles. How cool is that? The 3D graphic looks really nice. On the top, you get the settings. On the settings, you can switch the vehicle body color. So this vehicle is a blue color. We can change the blue, whatever you like again. Next one, radar triggered AVM. That means when you get close to something, if the radar sensor is beeping, it's going to start the AVM automatically so you can see your automatic view monitor and things like that. AVM adapted to steering. That means when you turn the steering lightly on the left or on the right at low speed, below 30 kilometers per hour, the vehicle will show your AVM, so that you know you are going in your parking spaces or anything like that. You can enable and disable that function, whether you like it or not. Next one, transparent underbody speed limit. It's explained over here, so it's going to disable that when your speed goes higher. Next one, trigger in gear drive. That means when you start the vehicle up, when you start going to drive, it's automatically starting the AVM, so you can see the 360 on your low speed, then it will be disengaged after 30 kilometers or so. Next one, floating window. This is quite cool. When you turn the steering quite heavy at low speed or anything like that, the floating window will show up on the top left over here. You can change that, by the way. Under the AVM, you press this. That's how the floating window looks like. That's really cool. So it does not like cover all your spaces for your music, for your navigation, anything like that. But if you turn the steering, it's going to show a small pop-up notification on the left. You can again cancel that or make it larger, like a full screen. So that's pretty much all about the AVM, the 360 view camera. Next one, let's click here. That's your BYD assistance. These can be done again with the button on the top, button on your steering, or just verbal recognition, say, hey BYD.
Hi there.
Then if you go to the BYD assistance, you can do quite a few things. Click over here, you can change the wake up word. You can say, hey Shark, you can say, hey BYD, you can say whatever you like. Obviously you have to be a sensible words and things like that. You don't want to do a random cursing words and all that things. Next one, you can do audio zone settings. In case someone sitting in the back, you do not want them to activate the voice commands, you can click here to disable. So the voice coming from the back is not going to be recognized by the screen. So that's quite cool. Next one, wake up phrase. So if you're given any particular sort of instructions, it's gonna basically, without waking up, it's gonna do it. Let's say in this one, we say, return to home page. Just like that. I did not wake up at all. It will just do the following things. But sometimes it can be tricky because, for example, I said AC or something like that, or just turn on AC and turn off AC while I'm speaking something. So that could be possibly annoying. It's really up to you whether you like it or not. If you do not like it, disable one of them or disable all of them, whatever you like. Next is the audio wake up. Again, this is about the hey BYD, but you can do hey Shark, you can do all the things. Next one is continuous dialogue. That means when you speak something, the vehicle will basically give you guidance, do something, do whatever the command you have told it to do, then it will wait. It will wait for about 5 to 10 seconds or so. So if you are going to give next command, it's still going to do so. If you do not say anything, it's going to disappear. Let's give it a try. Hey BYD.
What's up?
Close driver window. Fan speed lower.
Got it. Decreasing fan speed by 1.
There we go, just like that. You can see the voice command still stay there for some seconds before you close or before it just disappear again. Voice podcast volume, you can change the volume up and down to whatever you like.
The media volume is set to 19 now.
Just like that. And if you keep swiping down, we can see voice languages. At the moment, you have English. I believe in the future, we should have other languages available, but at the moment, just English. Voice version and disclaimer, you can click here. At the moment, it's just the version number. You can authorize it. If you don't authorize, of course, you can't use it. Privacy settings, you can see all this information. Next one, voice skills. There's many information, many skills that we'll be able to do and we'll be able to assist for you. So you can see it, you can see all the information, you can do rotate screen, you can do map, you can do the vehicle.
The screen.
Just like that. I speak that and they listened. So yeah, that's how that works. Anyway, good, very good voice recognition system, and personally I quite enjoy it while I'm driving this sort of vehicle. Going back, let's click the app again. Next one is the BYD Store. It's very simple, just like your phone. This is more of a tablet screen. You can download this, you can update this, you can do whatever you like. These are all available on the app tray at the moment. Again, maybe in the future there will be more, there will be less. Next one is data monitor. Basically see the data usage for the current month, for the monthly data pack and things like that. So you can see the available data and current usage and things like that. Next one, click over here. We can see the file manager. Again, that's just like your mobile smartphones. You can see all the information under your downloads, documents, and things like that. If your vehicle is working fine, I don't suggest you to do much about it. Just leave it as it is. Next one is menu. You can actually see the owner's menu on this particular vehicle. It's really cool. You can see the e-menu. You can search a keyword. You can do more to download, to offline resource and things like that. Under the e-menu, you can see index, you can see context, you can go through every single thing. This is just as good as your paper menu, but it's really, really good in all this information. So that's good. Next one, let's click the app again. We'll go through the media center. So click over here, click the media center. That will be showing the media information. On the right, you can see all the media information available. You can select FM, AM, DAB, if that's available. Music, which is your Bluetooth connection. Local, that's your files you have uploaded to this particular screen. SD card, if you install the SD card, you can listen to anything on there. Install the USB, you can listen to everything over there. I'll quickly show you the FM. I think that's the easiest one. Channels, that means that's all the channels available right now on this playlist or in this location. If you want to save, let's say George FM, click the heart, it will save under your favorites. There we go, the favorite is there. Of course, you can save more or you can deselect one of them to delete from the favorites. On the top, you get the settings. You can see the traffic announcements. That's pretty easy. And click over here. You can again change these directions to the right, to the left to change your favorites or to change it back to the screen over here. If you want to change any stations while you're driving, you can also use this button to go to next and the last available stations. Pause over here, save over here, or simply manually select the radio station frequency just on the panel. While you're on the main screen, you can also click over here to change your music source. You can see the Spotify, you can see the Amazon Music, but if you go into the media right now, it doesn't really show Spotify or Amazon Music on the right because it's classified under a particular app. I'm not sure if they will update that in the future, but that's just what it is. Next is My Car. This is basically the home screen. We click here to do the My Car. Again, we've already done that. That's pretty simple. Next one is the navigation. Navigation is also fairly easy to use. To search anything, click over here to search. Then you can do beach road, you can do king seat, you can do whatever. You can click home to go home, click work to go work, and click favorites to do anything. There are some key points over here in case you want to do things like parking lots, hotels, restaurants. You can search them basically. This is kind of built on Google Map and it does have some amount of on-time traffic, which is really, really handy. Click here to mute, unmute the voice guidance. Click here to do settings. You can do 2D north, 2D, 3D for the graphic, for the vehicle's information. You can enable the traffic, you can enable the auto zoom, you can do the voice guidance, detailed or simple or mute. You can do the route options. I would recommend to turn this alert when speeding off as it's quite annoying. It can be annoying. You have got the digital dashboard to show you the speed information anyway. This is a separate feature from that particular feature. You can tap home to set home, tap here to set work. You can do charging preferences. You can do map management. You can do all these small settings over here. Next one, you can click here to search fuel stations, which is simple. Click here to change the view again to 2D, 2D north, or 3D for the vehicle. Next one, click over here. We have access to phone. This is basically your Bluetooth. But do remember, if your phone supports wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you don't have to go to Bluetooth. Once you connect the Bluetooth, make sure you authorize on your phone. It will basically go through your Apple CarPlay full screen. But in case you do not like Apple CarPlay or anything like that, you can still do Bluetooth, connect it over here. Pretty simple. You can see your contacts, recent calls, and missed calls or dial pad over here. Next one, swipe up, we can do the settings over here. The settings are basically about the system settings. You can also go to the vehicle to go to vehicle settings, which is the same thing. Anyway, let's go through everything under the settings. First thing, you can do a search icon. So if you want to search anything, let's say light, you can see light adjustments, headlight, vehicle lights, and things like that. So it will come up. In case you can't find any particular settings by tapping or going through everything, you can just click search. That's the easiest way to find or locate a particular thing. And on the right, you get the system, ADAS, energy, vehicle service, and all the things. Let's go to the system. First thing, link, that's about your connections. You can do Bluetooth connection. Again, Bluetooth, everything's here. You can delete, change the devices, connect to other devices, whatever you like. You can even change the name for your vehicle on the top as well. WLAN, that's basic about your Wi-Fi connection. You can connect your home Wi-Fi. If you're doing updates about the vehicle and you do not want to use the vehicle data, you can connect your home Wi-Fi to do the update over the air. Hotspot, you can create a hotspot for your vehicle. You can then adjust the vehicle band and things like that, adjust the password again. That means you can actually get some devices, connect to today's particular device and use the internet from there. Connected devices, again, I'll show whatever is connected, delete, change, whatever you like as well. Circular data, which is on. If you do not want to be on, let's say you're end of the month and you don't know your data usage or your data usage is going out, you can disable that. Next is the audio. You can change the audio system, all that things. Focus, sound, these are pretty simple. You can do the focus for the driver, for the 3D. You can do the Dyna audio sound to do whatever you like. You can change the volume adjusted with speed and things like that. You can do the media volume, you can do the phone volume, you can do the ringtone, voice volume, navigation volume. Next is the display. You can change the brightness on this particular dashboard. You can also do the screensaver. The screensaver means if you do a drop-down menu, it should be around screen off. If it's not there, click the menu to drag it over here. Anyway, under the shortcut, screen off. So screen is in a display mode, basically. You get the time, and that's it. Your music can still be played from the background, and your aircon are still running, but you get a sort of calm screen. Click in the center, clock 2, clock 3, whatever you like for the design. Otherwise, off means screen off, black screen, just like that. Tap anywhere, it will pop back. Adaptive brightness, I would enable that all the time. That means the brightness will go higher and lower, depends on the light you get from the interior of the vehicle. Mode, you can do dark, you can do light, you can do auto. You'll notice the dashboard and this changes. Auto means lights off, light screen, lights on, dark screen. I personally like the auto, but some people may like dark screen for any scenario. Desktop, you can change the map, you can change the wallpaper, but again, you can do it over here, just under this particular button. Next one is the version, just the software version. If you do want to do the OTA update, click over here to upgrade. You can see the details, you can see restore settings, you can do factory reset. System, that's basically your system settings for your time. On the top, you can do auto time settings, 24 hours or 12 hours. You can do language settings, you can change all these things. Default keyboard, you can do the Android keyboard or keycard keyboard, depends on what you want. You can also do memory playback. It's going to play the last file you have played from other music sources. You can do the unit setting. You can do kilometers liter, gallons, or whatever. In New Zealand, this is probably the preferred. In New Zealand, this is also preferred. Power, you can do horsepower or kilowatts. Temperature, you can do the degrees. And out of that, that's all the statement and agreement. I don't need to go through that. Next is the apps. You can see all the apps that's currently on the vehicle. You can see the storage, you can see the security, you can see the permission, you can disable auto start from some particular apps. You can do notification on the apps as well. Next part is the ADAS. I don't think I'll be able to fully explain all these features, but in these features, you can turn them on, turn them off. Driving settings, it's about the intelligent cruise control or adaptive cruise control. If you disable that, it will be just on adaptive cruise control. That means the vehicle does not hold your steering to center the landmarking when you are driving adaptive cruise control. But if you enable that, the vehicle will kind of do the cruise control just like a normal adaptive following the front vehicle. At the same time, it's going to give you steering balance in the right center. You like it, switch it on. Do not like it, switch it off. Safety assist, you can enable and disable all these features. For example, emergency lane keeping, blind spot detection, door open warnings, intelligent high beam assist. In case you want to know more about these functions, click the I, that just give you explanation. Do remember, some of the safety features would be default to be on, even if you switch it off. For example, the emergency lane keeping. If you switch it off this time, when you power on again, that will just switch back on. Anyways, these are all the information. You can do the stability control off, you can do the hill disability control on, and you can do the auto hold, you can do the electric parking brake, you can do the lane departure assist. Again, that's warnings, prevention, or both. Or you can do the alert mode, just the sound, just the vibration, or both. Next one, you can also change the collision avoid assistance. Just before you crash into something or someone, it's going to give you warning or emergency braking. You can also enable a thing called rear collision warning. Some people may not like it. Some people may like it before you crash into something or someone behind you. It's going to give you warning, then emergency braking. Next one, forward collision warning, late, medium, or early, or switch it off. I do believe these will be turned on when you start the vehicle anyway. Front cross traffic, when you go front and at the giveaway sign, someone's crossing, it's going to give you small beeps. Do not like it, switch it off. Front cross traffic brake, before you crash into something or someone at the giveaway sign or roundabout, someone's crossing in front of it, it's going to give you emergency braking if necessary. Rear cross traffic brake and rear cross traffic alerts, you can switch on, switch off whenever you like as well. Traffic sign recognition, it will read out traffic signs and then it will let you know what's the speed limit in this particular area. Again, you can change the speed limit change tones. If you do not like it, mute. Like it, put it on. Intelligent speed attention, switch off, switch on as well. And these can be switch on, switch off on the top, by the way. Intelligent speed limit control, these can be annoying. So basically, when you switch this on, the speed sign reads 50, it's gonna limit your throttle and does not allow you to go over 50, and then change to 100, it will limit 100. Some people may not like it, some people may like it, it's really up to you. Next one is park assist. So park assist is AVM, which we have done that in the previous chapter, so click the link down below. Parking sensors on and off, you can disable, enable that over here, but you do have direct buttons just on the center console on the left part below your gear shifter to enable that as well. Next one is the energy. That's basically about your charging management. First is the energy management. You can click save. That means the vehicle will try to save your battery charge to 70%. You can do the save mode memory. That means when you start the vehicle or when you fully charge the vehicle again, it will memorize your save percentage. If you do not want it, disable that. The vehicle will drive based on its conditions, then it will drop around 25%. Otherwise, click save. You can drag it along, 50%, 70%, whatever you like. Next one, you can change the regenerative braking on the vehicle. Standard means it will just pull you back just by a small amount. On BYD, it's quite gentle, but if you do want high regeneration, you can enable that. It is not one pedal driving, you still need to use the brake pedal. But at the same time, if you are slowing down, braking, anything like that, it will recharge your battery. Next one, energy display. You can do mileage. That changes things on your dashboard. Over here, just like that, it shows 300 something k's to go, or you can do SOH, 33% to go. So that's about the energy display on the top. Next one, range display mode. You can do standard or dynamic. Standard means it's gonna be basically showing the vehicle full range. Let's say NEDC cycle is probably 100 kilometers or 100 something kilometers. It's gonna be standardized. So 20% drop, it will be something times 80%. But if you do dynamic, it's more accurate based on your daily driving. Once you start driving, it will give you the extra range on your EV range, basically. Sport mode memory, so if you switch this on, once you change to the vehicle to sport mode, whenever you start the vehicle, it will be permanently on sport mode. Otherwise, disable that, the vehicle will always start on standard mode, on normal mode. Next is the charging and discharging. You can do the smart charging. That means you can do the scheduled charging. Click that, the vehicle will only charge between 23%. You can also select the time. You can either charge to 100% or you can either select to, for example, 6 o'clock. So if you plug in the vehicle at night, let's say 9 o'clock at night, it will not charge until 11 o'clock. You can do that, then it will stop at 6 o'clock or it will stop at full charge. You can do single, that means it just once and that's it. It's not gonna do the day after. Every day, it will be every day. custom, you can do every date. If you're working from Monday to Friday, you can disable Saturday or Sunday and click OK to enable that. Otherwise, if you just want to charge the vehicle whenever you plug it in, disable this, so it's not going to do smart charging. Click the setting again. You can also change the reminder for schedule stop and power off. What that means is, when you start the schedule charging and when you switch off the vehicle, a small pop-up notification will display on your dashboard to let you know schedule charging has been enabled for tomorrow or for tonight's charging. Schedule charging reminder after charger connected. When you plug into the charger, I think on your dashboard it will give you a small reminder, and that's basically really cool. I love that small touch. Next one is the charging port immobilizer system. If it's enabled, when you plug into the charger, once they start charging, it's going to lock the charging socket and charging cable, so no one can take it out. If you do want to take it out, you want to press the unlock button, you'll take it out. Disabled, that means the charging port or charging cable will be just permanently unlocked. Even if it's on charge, someone can take it away easily. Intelligent, it's kind of in between enable and disable. You will be able to just unlock or do something to disable that. So whatever you choose, I personally quite like enabled if you go to a public charger quite often. Otherwise, if you know you're going to charge at home all the time, disable that is also fine. Vehicle to load, that basically you need to use the cable to plug into the vehicle type 2 charger to do enable vehicle to load. You can start the engine to generate electricity. If the battery is low, you can also do the settings. It will basically single discharge for how long, 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever. And that's how to use the vehicle to load function. Next one is the energy consumption. You can see all the energy consumption over here. You can see the power, how much power has been using, fuel, how much fuel you have used in the last run. You can see the combination of things. You can see the consumption, the total odometer is 800 Ks, and this one has used about 3.2 liters per 100 Ks and 15 kilowatt hour battery per 100 kilometers, with the range in the last 337 Ks. You can even see the consumption, you can see the vehicle to load charge, you can see the driving time, you can see the average speed. If you want to reset, click reset over here. If you want to click data over here. Next one is the vehicle. There are a lot more to go through. Intelligent chassis about driving features. You can do the steering assist mode to sport or comfort. Sport means very light steering going on the corners. Sport means stiffer steering. I personally quite like sport if you're driving on motorway, but some people may like the comfort driving around the city area. It will memorize your settings whenever you start the vehicle, by the way. Brake assist mode, just basically how you tap the brake pedals and how your brake pedal responses. Sport means aggressive response, comfort means slower or gentle response. Comfort parking, I personally quite like this feature, but some people may not like it. Being a plug-in hybrid vehicle, when you come to a complete stop, the vehicle will kind of give you a very soft, gentle brake when you approach the brake. I like it. I'm not sure if you like it, but do read it. Make sure you are happy with it. Next one, light. You can adjust the height on the light angles. 0 is okay for pretty much a non-loaded vehicle, but if your vehicle is fully loaded, you may want to dip it down. Headlights be after exit, so when you switch off the vehicle, when you get out of the car, the headlights and taillights switch on for about 10 seconds or any seconds you like. Same thing, before you get inside the vehicle, the headlight will be switched on for 10 seconds or any seconds or off. Intelligent courtesy lights, that's basically small lights on your door panel so that you can see the step, whatever. Next one, comfort driving. You can enable auto wipers, which I think for most people that's okay. But if you're driving off-road or anything like that, you don't want to use your wipers, you can disable that. Wading protection, that's also possible. Do read this to see if you want to enable that. If you're driving on the city, do not use it. But if you're driving on a special condition, you may want to use that. Auto fold, that's about the wind mirror. Automatic fold when you lock the vehicle. HUD, that's about your head-up display. You can switch on and switch off over here. You can adjust the height over here. You can adjust the brightness. You can adjust the angles. You can even do the mode setting. Classic is kind of standard, like white with sort of light letters. And then snow means speedo will be blue letters. You can also display ADAS and Navy, so that means your assistant packages will be showing, the navigation will be showing if your guidance is available. Otherwise, disable if you do not want them to show anything on the adaptive cruise control or whatever. Instrument, that's again the brightness over here. You can do simple, you can do full screen, you can do off. Off means it's not showing on the dashboard at all. Simple means, let's have a look. Simple means if your navigation is on, it's going to show small information over here. Again, you have to press this button on the right bottom to change the display, but it will show over here. Full screen, it'll be quite cool. That means your dashboard will show everything over here. Again, about the dashboard, will do another video how to change all the things on the dashboard. You can also do display. You can do trip HEV, trip EV, trip A, trip B, odometer, or whatever display on the screen. Next is the AC. That's about AC settings. We have actually done this in the AC settings. You can change the AC mode, auto mode. You can change the remote AC schedule. You can do all these couple things. Seats, you can enable the seat heating and seat ventilation, but the easiest way to enable that is any screen, click the aircon, click the ventilation, it's all over here. You don't have to go so deep in this particular setting. Lock, you can enable the digital key. Again, you can enable it, disable it, whatever you like. That's basically your smartphone with NFC sort of functions that's available. Next, you can long press the key fob to lock and close all the windows. That means if you have got to the vehicle, you forgot to wind up your windows, whatever, push and hold this key and all your windows will go up. And same with this thing, long press key fob, unlock and open the windows. If your vehicle is not on, you can push and hold this unlock button, drop on the windows, and the central locking is also disengaged. You can do all these things as well to in-chain switch to unlock the windows and whatever, so that's also available. Next one is auto lock while driving. When you drive off to a certain speed, I believe it's 15 kilometers per hour, automatic or the central locking will be engaged. Auto close windows in rain. If your front wiper has detected rain sensing and there are rains on your front windscreen, it will start wiping and all your windows will be closed. Auto window closing after locking. When you lock the car, you don't have to press and hold that button at all. All your windows will just automatically go all the way up in case one of them is halfway open or open. Notification, you can say safety alert podcast. If you do not like it, that's totally understandable. The vehicle will just give you ping sound or whatever. If you like it, that means the vehicle will give you indication, let's say your key is inside the vehicle or the vehicle has not been switched off or blah blah, whatever it will be podcasting. You can again change the volume, you can do intelligent settings, you can see all these functions, all that. Next one is the media volume decrease when navigating, that's enabled as well. Intelligent voice assistance settings, that's again all your settings which can be found under the BYD assistance. I don't have to go through that again, that's on the last chapter. System key sound, disable that, tap anything, no sound. Enable that, tap something, there will be sound, there will be notification. Towing mode, you can enable that. I'm not a towing specialist. I guess people will be able to tell you what you need to do. You can connect the trailer and then enable the towing mode. Cabin perception, that's actually your cabin monitoring system. You can switch this on and switch this off. But do remember, whenever you start the vehicle, this function will be on. How that works is, when you're driving the vehicle will detect what you're driving, what you're doing, and then if you are showing sign of fatigue, showing sign of distraction, it's going to give you warning on the dashboard. Last one, CPD. When you enable this, if you have locked the vehicle but you have unfortunately left your child inside the vehicle will give you warning, give you all the signs for people around you to let them know there's someone trapped inside. You can do standard. That means once you lock the vehicle, as soon as the alarm is engaged, it's going to start alarming, or delay, that will give you a 5 minutes delay warning. So that's again up to you as well. But if you're going to sit inside the car yourself with windows open, with the car locked, or whatever, waiting for someone, you do not want these features. It's going to give alarm randomly. Next one is called service. You can see the maintenance interval, you can see the maintenance mileage, whatever. You can enable, disable this, whatever you like. Overhaul, you can see the front wiper check. That means the wiper will go into a service mode. If you want to lift the front wiper and while cleaning the windscreen or cleaning the wiper or even change the wiper blade, you don't want to lift them up directly. You want to enable this, then lift them up because they are hidden underneath the bonnet. Electric handbrake and trailer mode, you can enable and disable this. Menu, you can see all the menu information. Again, we have spoken about that, about owner's menu. Last one is the vehicle info. At the moment, no faults, that's really good. But if the vehicle is due for service, if the vehicle has any faults, it's going to be displayed over here. Next one, along the line, we have smart charging, which I have done that in the schedule charging. That's pretty simple. That's about the schedule charging. Spotify, again, that's about your music. Karaoke, you can play that while you are driving or while you are parked. Theme, you can change all the themes, but you can change it over here anyway. Last one is the browser. So you can actually go to the website to browse anything about, weather podcasts, about anything. You can even go to a YouTube to watch a YouTube from here, again, when the vehicle is not moving, I suppose. I think that's pretty much it. Wow, that was a long video. Wow, that's finally the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed the content. That's one of the longest videos I've ever made on this channel. So I hope you find this video helpful. The best way to support the channel is to subscribe and like down below. That would be really, really appreciated for this effort. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.